Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here to discuss one of the problem solving question which is asked in JP Morgan Chase and Co Bank. I would recommend you all to watch this complete video and I would promise you that you will be enjoying this video and also would improve your problem solving ability. Okay, so the interviewer asked me this question to find out the longest palindromic substring, which means he gave this input as equal to hello Malayalam. Okay, and in the end, so you see the string, it has two palindromes, one is Malayalam and one is BAB. So what is palindrome first of all? So either you read from the forward direction or from the backward direction, the both will result in the same, the word Malayalam. And same for here as well, BAAB, which you read in forward direction, it will be BAAB, in backward direction, it will be the same. So our task here is to find out the longest palindromic substring, which means the length. There are two palindromes. This is one and this is two. Okay, but which one is the longest among this? This one, right? So we need to print this one. So as soon as you see this problem, what comes to your mind? Right? What comes to your mind? Let's take a pause over here and think yourself. Okay. So seeing this problem, we can divide this problem into two cases, the even case and the odd case. So let's say in the even case, you- let's assume one string, right? BAAB, and in the odd case, assume one more string, which is AABA. So in the even case, if we assume this A as I, and this would be I plus 1, and whatever towards the right of this I plus 1 should be equal to left of this I. The right of the I plus 1 should be equal to the left of I. So if these two are equal and these two are equal, then this is a palindrome. Is it? This is what about the even length of a string. Now coming to the odd one. Let's consider this as I over here, and you have I plus 1 over here. The next to the I is I plus 1, before to the I is I minus 1, right? Now compare these two, I minus 1 and I plus 1. This should be same. If these two are same, decrement the I, go to I minus 2 and increment I. Let's consider this as I1 and this as I2. Okay. Increment this one, which will be I plus 2. Decrement this two, which is I minus 2, and compare these two. Right. Now, if these are equal, then this is a palindrome. So that's what the core funda of this problem. Right now, let's straight away get to the code. Okay. So now first, what you need to do in the code? You need to iterate through the string, right? From 0th index to the nth index, where n is s dot length. So let's take a for loop. Obviously, you would need a for loop, right? Starting from 0th index to I less than s dot length. All right. Increment to I plus plus. Right. Now take two variables. Let's consider this for odd case. Now we are solving for odd case, assuming there is only odd length of palindromic string in the given input. Okay, we are assuming only there's odd length of palindromic string on this given input. If you take Malayalam, so let's take this Malayalam. Let's take this Malayalam. Oh, what is the length of this one? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0 to 8, which is 9. This is the odd one. So we're solving this problem for first one for odd length. So what you need here? You need two variables. One is int I1. I1 should be at this position. Considering this, let's say I is over here. You want one variable which should be just left towards I, which is I minus 1. And one more variable which is just right towards I, which is I plus 1. So I would take I1 as I minus 1 and I2 as I plus 1. Okay. So now that we have assigned these variables, right? So what you need to do when I1 is at when I is at 0th position, I1 would be minus 1, right? So we are running this on this input. Hello, B, let's take this as one. 1. Let's index this 0, 1, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16, and 17. All right. So now at this point, at the for the very first iteration, I is 0, and what would be the I1? I1 would be minus 1 because 0 minus 1 is minus 1, right? But we don't have minus 1 over here, right? So we will write a condition over here saying a while in a while loop we write I1 greater than or equal to 0 just to avoid this edge case. I mean the failure case since we don't have the minus 1 index in the array, right? So now one more I2 where the I2 will be I2 will be at I plus 1. At this iteration it is 0 plus 1 which is 1 here. I2 will be over here. Till what time we need to run the for loop? One is this condition, another one is I2 less than n because I2 when I2 is over here we need to stop this, stop the program. So that's why I2 less than n. Now inside the while loop, what you would do inside the while loop, what you gonna do? Now you're gonna check if S1 is equal to S of I2 or not. So here we are checking, right? In this scenario we are checking, right? This and this and this those are equal. What you will do? You will find the length, obviously. So the length will be minus I1 plus 1. So why I have written plus 1 over here? See here, let's take this A, B, A, A. I2 will be here, I1 will be here, I is here, this is I, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the length of this one? 1, 2, 3. It's 3, right? But if you do, so this is I1, this is I2. If you do I2 minus I1, what will be the length? 2. But this is 3, so that's why you add 1 over here. That's why I added 1 over here. Now you the length. You declare one variable over here equal to 0 condition. If length is greater than L, which means this length is greater than this length, then you would directly simply update this length. Update length and find one substring. Substring of what? This one. You store this. You store this value. You store this value ABA in this X. So, so to do that, I1 comma I2 plus 1. Why I have written I2 plus 1? Because if you know the syntax of substring, this is the beginning index and this is the end index. Beginning index is included, but ending index is not included. So if you only take I2, only write I2 over here, you will be considering only these two characters. So that's why I written I2 plus 1, which means this is included. This complete character is given. Alright, one moment. What you do? You got the substring. Is also added. This condition is not satisfying. It is not satisfying. What you just get out of the loop. While loop. That's it. In while loop, at the end, what you will write? You always try to sense. Yeah, here you have A, right? So now you have here I1, I and I2. These two are equal. Fine. Now this string is a palindrome. You expand the space. Expand the space such that you decrement I1 to I1 minus minus and increment I2, I2 plus plus. So I1 will come over here, I2 will go over here, right? And now again you check this, which will eventually happen to this condition, right? And the while loop, the the for loop, right? This is for the even case. This is for the even case which I'm discussing. Oh, sorry. This is for the odd case. Now for even case, it will be the same. You just write one more for loop down with exactly the same, except just give I1 to I and I2 equal to So just change this line. That's it. Because you see the even condition I1 is I2 is I1 plus 1, and whatever towards this left side of I and right side of I plus 1 should be equal. These should be equal. If say there are more characters over here, something like C, these two should be equal. That's it. So you will get at the end of the for loop, you will get the longest palindromic substring in the given input. That's it. I hope you have enjoyed this. Please do like, share, and comment if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them in the comments. Thank you. Thanks a lot.